Good morning, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you might be doing. We wish to welcome you to the Silverlight Show. The Silverlight shines to illuminate that which lies hidden in darkness. For those of you tuning in today, we welcome you in. We're going to take a musical direction today. Now, a lot of you don't know this about Silverlight, but I was in the music program till grade 13. Yes, there was a grade 13. I'm that old. Once upon a time when dinosaurs walked the earth. But we are told in music theory that, while certain music influenced the other, for example, Elvis Presley was absolutely influenced by the blues singers of his day, there were distinct styles of music you could follow. Somehow, in the past 20 years, rap and rhythm and blues have somehow merged. Now, let me give you a clear example. Lionel Richie. Was he a pop star? Yes. Was he on the rhythm and blues top 10 as well? Yes. Because his songs fit both categories. But Lionel Richie is like a generational talent. Prince kind of skirted all over the place, but he wound up under pop. Michael Jackson, who again was all over the place, and he would have rap accompaniments to his music, was solidly the king of pop. And that's what people called him, not just a title I made up for him. So I have to ask, why is it these modern rap artists, which is what they are, who sit there, use auto-tune, and their raps are about the same, whatever they do, how do they even begin to consider themselves part of rhythm and blues? Anybody you speak about in rhythm and blues, chances are people know who they are. Louis Armstrong. Any question? No. Let's take him as our standard. His singing style was unconventional, but absolutely a treat to listen to. And yet his rhythms, everything that he put together, that's rhythm and blues. And he would tell you he was a blues artist. So we already have rhythm and blues merged together long before probably any of us listening were born. Where my problem comes across is modern, quote, rap, end quote, has evolved so far, it's not recognizable from rap, and it's not recognizable from rhythm and blues. I grew up in the 80s, and you had some pretty entertaining acts back then. Fat Boys, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys. Any one of those albums came out, they were instant bestsellers, and people liked to listen to the music. And it was definitely distinct. They were still doing human beatboxing fairly heavily. They were taking samples, which has never stopped. And this is where I think the confusion starts to settle in. Again, today, auto-tune, they take a sample from somebody else's song, and they have some guy droning on in the background, and the auto-tune makes it go up and down. And that's pretty much all it is. That's not rhythm and blues. Aretha Franklin, you want a wonderful example of rhythm and blues, you got it right there. She knew how to croon a tune. The rap, I don't have a problem with rap artists making rap. And after the 1990s, I can understand they want to disassociate themselves from gangster rap. Understandable, but gangster rap is a lot like death metal, where it's a genre within a genre. Mainstream rap, unfortunately at present, is just boring. You got some guy. He's on the auto tune. He's like, "Hello, all my freaks from around the world. I get all the money and I get all the girls. Buy big cars that fit all my crew, and I'll show you I always know what to do." Hey, wait a second. That's not rap music. That's pirate music. Just substitute it with our captain's the best. We have the best ship. When we come into port, we have all the riches and stuff like that. It's the same damn stuff. And unfortunately, most modern rap is what I like to call ego songs. It's just a person telling us how great he is. He or she, let's be honest, female artists do the same thing. Well, that's a good boost for your ego, and I don't begrudge you. Hey, if you do one that's popular, all the power to you. It's not rhythm and blues. First rule of the blues, you got to suffer to sing the blues. And if you're telling me how good you are and how fantastic your life is, that's the opposite of the blues. Yes, Louis Armstrong had a few very upbeat songs. Like Dolly, for example. If you're not familiar with it, he's talking about how his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, I assume it's a girlfriend, makes him jealous. But the secret is he acts jealous because he knows she likes it. Modern day, this is not going to fly with modern political correctness and, abuse and all that sort of thing happening. But back in the 60s, it was a completely different message. Rap artists blend more into country western than they do into rhythm and blues. Because the old joke about country and western, how, the guy loses his wife, loses his dog, loses a pickup truck, etc. And then they have their bright, bouncy rhythms, like Dolly Parton could sing that, and then she could turn around and sing about finding the best love in the world, how they're going to be together forever. And you know what? I'm not even a country western fan. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. The funny part is, rap has integrated itself into the mainstream enough so that a regular song can implement a sample of a rap artist, or even have a rap artist there recording stuff along with them. And the mainstream artist doesn't instantly go on the rhythm and blues chart. No, they stay in the pop, in the rock and roll, whatever the heck they're doing, that is where they stay in. There isn't this creep into another category. This is where I think music is really confusing itself. We're never going to have a pure rock album. Those artists have already delivered all the stuff there. We're never going to have a pure rap album because, hey, there's only so many things you can do with a rhythm and a voice. And they say there's no original ideas out there in music, but what I'm saying is rap has that opportunity to forge its own brand and not hide behind rhythm and blues. And think about the opportunity. If you're not under that rhythm and blues section, if you're number 5 on the rhythm and blues, you could be number 1 under the rap top 10. And there's lots of people that love to go down the street and blast it in their cars. Give me a catchy enough tune, and I'll listen to it. Remember Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back? Yeah. What did he sample in there? Not too much. Whereas Vanilla Ice, well, the court case speaks for itself. But there was clear sampling from Queen, Under Pressure. Wasn't that Queen and Elton John? I forget. There's a limit to what you can sample. Again, if I perform death metal right here, and I include a little bit of Louis Armstrong's Wonderful World, my death metal album doesn't belong on the rhythm and blues. Because some people are going to say, hey, who's this metal ass kicker demon slayer? Never heard of them before. Oh, it says a rhythm and blues. Oh, I'll pick that up. And that's not what you're expecting to hear. That's the way rhythm and blues is working out right now. It's stuff you're not expecting to hear. Which is too bad because both have a rich tradition. And I think we would enrich them both by keeping them separate. Doesn't matter you signed celebrity, whoever it was, to do the vocal backups. You should be proud of your art in whatever category it is. I certainly am proud of my art. But with that, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Silverlight Show. If you did, please like, share, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to click the bell icon because that'll notify you every single time an episode comes up. and we hope you have a fantastic day.